Okay, guys, I thought it was a really just good team effort. Awesome to see so many guys making plays. I thought really Stetson did a really good job in the first half. I thought Ty did a nice job being efficient in the second half. To be able to do some different things as far as the 2-minute drive was excellent. The 2 turnovers in the tight red area to be able to prevent them from scoring was big. Awesome for AC to be able to make that pick 6. Really cool for Wes Bailey to be able to force that fumble. I thought he made his presence felt throughout the day. I thought we were able to run the ball and really pleased with just the overall operation. I thought Dave Ragone and the offensive coaches did an outstanding job getting in and out of the huddle, and then obviously the players deserve a ton of credit. And then the same thing with Drew Wilkins on the defensive side. Really just, good communication throughout. The guys in the box did a great job, and awesome to be able to celebrate a lot of guys today and to be able to have their teammates here to be able to celebrate them was fun for me as well. So cool deal, and then we'll move on and continue to try to stack days.
Sean, a lot more run for Stetson today. What went into the decision on how you're going to split up the reps?
Just really both of them playing a half. So it just ended up that, they deferred, so we took the possession, and then we got a 2-minute possession at the end of the half. And so he just got a little bit more opportunities. And then with the lead being the way that it was, wanted to kind of keep the clock running, get a little bit more runs. And then, obviously when you get a pick 6 early on and you're playing back-to-back defensive possessions, just a little bit more limited. But the thinking was just getting both those guys a half.
Coach, with Stetson, he looks like one of those guys just when it's actual game time, he just plays at another level.
Yep, I agree with that. I thought he used his legs as a weapon, which we kind of talked about a little bit with you guys last week, that I think those are the things that don't necessarily come to life in some of the practice settings. The 4th down play that he made, that was unbelievable. We got a little roll pass on. They got a slot pressure, and, for him to be able to pull up and make that throw to allow us to be able to run underneath that was an incredible throw and catch. Great job by Tyler Scott, and really, I was happy with Stetson, and I thought Ty did a great job managing the reps that he had as well.
Stetson's played well in the preseason before. Have you seen a growth increase?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's just getting better and better, and I think part of it is just the overall command. Thought he made some really good decisions. I thought he got through some progressions, and then I love the fact that he used his legs. We'll learn from reaching the ball out on the end zone, even though I challenged that, and it worked out for us. We want to make sure that we don't leave ourselves susceptible to getting a fumble in those types of situations where it goes to a touchback. But he did a great job. And I thought he got an opportunity to be able to really showcase a lot of his skills. And so huge credit to Dave Ragone, too. I think, those 2 guys were really in sync, and it was fun to watch.
Coach, defensively, what are your thoughts on your rookie, Wesley Bailey?
Yeah, I thought you felt his presence all day. He did a great job, played a bunch of snaps. He's gotten a lot of reps even just because of some of the injuries that we've had throughout a camp or guys being out, where he's taking reps with the ones. He's playing a lot of reps in both of these preseason games. I thought his body of work today compared to last week was really, it was improvement. And he did some really good things last week. Be able to force the fumble, but I've mentioned it before. There's certain guys you just kind of feel on defense where you just know they're making their presence felt, and that was how I felt about Wes Bailey all day today.
Coach, will Stetson and or Ty play in the final preseason game, and do you anticipate a decision this week by Aaron?
No news, no updates on that right now. I'll keep that, anything I say gets, so there is no updates on that. And then we'll wait and see. I'll kind of look at it, and next time I get with you, I'll probably have a good idea of what we're going to do with that.
Coach, AZ and Cam Lampton held Zach Wilson 5 for 10, 55 yards, 28.1 QBR in the first half. Alex Cook undercuts the hook, takes it 100 yards. Can you talk to me about the secondary and what you saw out of them today?
Yeah, they did a great job. I thought we were in positions to understand a lot of the coverages, some different things we were trying to get done. And, Jimmy Lake and Coach Beek and Mike Hunter do such a good job with that group as a whole. But it was awesome to see, Lamp make his plays. AZ did a great job, like you mentioned. And then for AC to be able to make that pick 6, it's so awesome. I thought Tanner made his presence felt. You could really see Alex Johnson made his plays. I thought really our back end as a whole did a really good job. Obviously, Nick Anderson. So I've been really pleased with that group really the last 2 weeks. And, tremendous credit to those players. And I think the coaches have done a great job as well.
Sean, is it obvious?
I'll come to you right after this, Dennis. Go ahead.
Is it obvious to you the confidence growth of Stetson just from year to year and the way he's taken over leadership out there?
I think so. I think because he's been so intentional. And even I've mentioned to you guys before where you look at in a lot of instances last year, he's really walking around the field with Dave Ragone and going through mental reps because Jimmy and Matthew took the majority of those reps. And so I have seen that. We talk about all the time, and you guys have heard me say it, repetition's the mother of learning. He's been intentional about applying those reps. And you could feel like his teammates, they enjoy him. He's an easy guy to be able to root for. He's just got kind of a nice swag and a nice presence, and especially kind of like what we asked earlier, you just feel kind of his game really comes to life in game day settings, which, the gamer thing, he's just got a good feel, and it's not too big, and he loves competing, and it's fun to watch him do it.
Couple more guys.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Coach, what did you see from your offensive line as far as keeping the pocket clean?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought the ball came out pretty quickly. I thought we moved the spot a little bit, and then I thought when we were running a lot of more downhill direct runs, I thought our runners ran really well. I thought Waters made his presence felt. Obviously, it was an awesome run by Jarquez Hunter to be able to get the last touchdown. I think it'll probably go down as a rushing stat when Ty got through the progressions and threw kind of a lateral to him on a check down, and he makes an incredible amount of guys miss, takes a big hit and pops up. Looked like he was talking to the sideline too, but I was really happy with the offensive line. I thought they did a really good job, and Ryan Wendell and Zach Cromer and Brian Allen, they've done a really good job of really challenging these guys, and you've seen improvement really from all of the group.
Any additional information on Kier's groin injury or Daniel's injury?
Don't have anything on that. Kier's so tough. Hopefully he's okay, and it looked like it was a knee with Daniel, but I haven't gotten any confirmation on that still.
Do you expect Luka and Miles to be back in practice this week?
Not sure yet. We'll see about that. Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
I thought we had a good. I thought we did good things on offense. Obviously, gonna have to go back and watch the film. There's some balls that I wish we would have connected on, but overall, I thought it was good.
You played well in the preseasons before. Can you describe it? It feels outsider looking in like your growth has been significant. Is that accurate?
I'd like to say so. I definitely felt more comfortable out there, than years prior. And so, yeah, I'd like to say so.
You like taking off on the runs?
Yeah, that was fun. They're constantly reminding me in practice to, hey, if it's, especially down there in the red zone, if it's not there, take off. I had one early in the first quarter, I want to say, where I checked it down and kind of threw it away, and I had gotten through all my progressions and take off and run, and so I had that in my mind on the 2 rushing scores, but yeah, it was fun.
Stetson, it appears that you are making a home in the end zone, 2 rushing touchdowns today. Are we going to get some sort of end zone celebration or dance or something like
Probably not, to be honest with you. But
Stetson,
What did you see on that 4th down play where you were able to lay the ball?
I was, I got pulled up. Our guy we were supposed to have a flat, and we ran into, and I saw T. Scott running, and I was like, it's 4th down, just put it out there. And he's so fast. He ran up under it and caught it. So,
Stetson, how would you say your offensive line played today?
I think I got hit on that one because it was a keeper and I pulled up, but other than that, I don't think I got touched. So I'd say pretty awesome.
When was the last time you had such a clean pocket?
Oh, it feels like, to be honest with you, it feels like every offensive line I've ever played with has given me clean pockets, and so, but it was really clean today.
Is this easier to get into a rhythm and, I don't know, play better when you have an entire half than just 2 drives like last week? Would you want to do that again against the Chargers?
Yeah, I'd say the more you play, the more rhythm you get into.
Easier, though, to start a game than to come out in the 3rd quarter and play the 2nd half?
Yeah, I would say so, because, you got the hustle bustle of pregame and everybody's going out there. So, yeah, I'd say so.
So you had a couple of those passes go pretty deep today. Just what do you think of kind of the decisions you made there and some of the balls you threw down the field?
Yeah, I don't think I put the ball in harm's way today. I wish we had hit that big one to T. Scott. That would have been sweet. But, yeah, I thought, it's fun to – obviously you got to keep the ball in play, keep it moving. That's what drives defense is crazy, but it is fun to hit the big ones.
You talk about the progression of your confidence over the last couple of camps and where you stand now, and also with the new group with Nate and Dave together, and how you're learning under them as well.
Yes. I feel like, the more time you spend with somebody, me and Rags, we have a history. He's been in the room for was this 3rd year now? Yeah, I feel like it's third year. And so, you know, we do the rapport. We used to walk the fields and talk about it. You know, when I wasn't getting as many reps. And, you know, Nate being with the Whiteouts last year and coming in, you know, I feel like it's definitely building, you know, a tight-knit group.
Stetson, can you walk me through that boot where you layered it over two defenders and T. Scott caught the ball?
Yeah.
What did you see on that play?
Well, I was, you know, it's fourth down, all right? We got to, you know, get it or at least give us a shot. So I got pulled up, you know, the flat guy we got ran into, and, you know, I was just thinking put it in a safe spot so T. Scott can go get it.
Were you surprised it took a challenge to confirm the first rushing touchdown?
Yeah. I was like, I hit the pylon. I was like, maybe I stepped out or something like that, but the pylon got hit.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Locker room, go.